All right. Welcome to the You Feel Me podcast live week of 12/3. Yo, it's been some crazy ass stuff going on this week. Um, First thing though, let's talk about this.
Make 100,000 on the stairs. They ain't gonna do shit like Gotham's mayor. All of these haters and these fake slayers got me flipping out like capoeira. Toxic masculinity and Latino. Massive ego.
Yeah, that Kobayashi's out today. Yesterday. Kobayashi is
It's
out.
out now.
3 is out now. Nigga. So um, man, it's just really good to be able to release that album. Kobayashi, man, whew, um took a while to get it together, but was so glad that I was able to get it together. And probably I suggest, I think it's my best body of work. Others seem to agree. Big homie Wayne
I
did a
do.
whole Big homie Wayne did a whole review about it. So if you want to listen to that review, we released it yesterday on the You Feel Me podcast, and you can listen to the whole album on YouTube as well. It's linked right there on YouTube. So you can check it out. Check out the review that we did, and just hear the whole album and really get like the effect of everything. And just it's just cool to be able to do that and to be able to review it with my homie. So, and to get his honest feedback. Because if you know anything about anything, you know that Wayne don't be lying. He be keeping it 100.
I try to be nice about it though, man. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I just, I give a little constructive criticism, if you will.
Yeah. And I appreciate that. You got to keep it a buck 50, you know what I'm saying, as we say up north. But yeah, man, I just appreciate that. Like I said, albums out now on YouTube, will be on all streaming platforms soon. Just still getting all that shit together. But my preferred way to listen to it is on YouTube, because you can listen to the whole thing. But I also got the chapter marker. So if you just want to jump to a song or something like that, you can do that. But I prefer you listen to it all like a whole movie and shit, because that's like the preferred listening method in my opinion. Wayne, I'm gonna go ahead and send you the link to the live if you want to go ahead and invite some folks onto the live, if you would like, my G. Yeah, man. So it's been a crazy ass week, man. How's your week been, big homie, man? Everything been good?
Yeah, my week has been cool, man. We went to see AEW. We went to AEW Dynamite. That's a wrestling event on Wednesday. We had a great time. I'm a huge wrestling fan, man. I'm a mark, as they say, and
Yo, Mark.
I'm
What's
a
that
mark.
mean?
Mark means you. So what a mark really is in the wrestling terms is someone who believes that wrestling is real, somebody who gets duped, or somebody who just believes in it, I guess, to where you're really emotional and it impacts you. You know what I mean? Like anything that they create is like you're a mark for it. You're a believer. You give your money and your time and you know what I mean. But wrestling fans have taken that back, and we say it as like it's almost like nerd. You know how we've taken the term nerd and we put it into like nerd culture, and it's like it's okay to be cool with comic books and those different types of events that nerds go to. It's not like a bad thing anymore. So yeah, we've taken that word back, and it's kind of like somebody who gets duped in wrestling, but it's somebody who believes in it enough and loves it enough to know that it may be predetermined and may be scripted and maybe whatever, but it's a lot to it, rather than
Right.
just, oh, it's fake, and oh, he didn't really hit him that one time, and it's just a whole bunch more to it. It's definitely an art, definitely a form of art. It's brother, you got to understand, like you're going in there and you hitting that mat like 52 weeks out of the entire year, like basically not a lot of time off for your body to heal. You know what I mean? And it's like a mix of football and soap opera together, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful to me. But
Yeah, because
you know,
I grew up, when we say Mark, Like, and it's not even from my side. But like, if you a mark, nigga, that's
You
not
a
a good thing.
mark ass buster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a bad
you're that
thing,
mark
bro.
over there, man.
Mark ass, nigga, like you don't want to be a mark, man. That's bad. So it's dope
Hell
that
yeah.
that culture over there took that, embraced it, and then was like, "Yo, we're gonna use it as an empowering statement." I
Mhm.
think that's like it's good when like people do that. We did that as African Americans. People do that as different cultures, different things of that nature. Like you remember when being called a nerd was like a bad thing,
Right.
nerd
Yeah.
ass motherfucker,
Yeah.
nerd goofy motherfucker. Now people be like, "Yeah, I'm a nerd," and it's like, "Oh, that means he's a smart person that's into like cool culture shit." Like
And then
he's a
you'll
person.
probably get more friends from being called a nerd by putting yourself in a box or putting yourself under this title. You probably
Yep.
get more friends that way nowadays, man.
Yeah, them being like, "Oh yeah, what I mean, I'm some athletic, pretty motherfucker, whatever." You gonna get your, I mean, you gonna have everybody had a tribe, you know what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. That's the benefit. Everybody got a tribe. So that's dope, man. Yeah, where I was into album release week, starting a new job week, tired as a motherfucker week.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? But we're gonna just keep hustling, keep grinding. The end of the year coming, so I'm just trying to get the bag as much as humanly possible. Uh and not get caught doing anything. So anyway,
How
let's
does it feel
go.
to have the album out, man? I know it's only been a day, but it matters.
I ain't gonna even front. You know what my real opinion is? To get it to as many people as possible.
Mhm.
I want as many people to hear this shit as possible. Certainly when people are telling me like, "Yo, this is my best body of work." I love the producer. I love the way it was mixed by Dexter. Syra on the beat. Dexter. They could both be found on Instagram. Just like a great combination. Motherfuckers don't even know each other like that. We don't really know each other like that. But like all being able to do this shit all virtually and make an album like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, like if I'm doing this on shoestring, like imagine, I mean, what we gonna do when we got like 250,000 behind us for every release.
Mhm.
And then it just honestly, um, once it released on Friday, I haven't listened to the album since. I just started working on finishing up Black Jean Jacket. So I'm like, I'm starting to write that shit and like complete all those songs. So, and I got most of the songs done. I just got to formulate the way I want. So I'm on to the next project, but like I'm about to start doing some more videos for Kobayashi. And we're gonna have to talk, Wayne, about your idea for Capoeira. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. Yeah.
it's just fun, man. And I'm thinking about releasing the video for Sauce this month too. And I know that's like from 5, but shit, it's only like 2 months old. So but
Yeah.
niggas love that song. So
You know what? I've always asked myself this: like, why isn't it not okay for an artist to go back on a past album and make a video from a song from that past album? You know what I mean? Because it's like it's their music still, so it doesn't matter if it's been like that long ago. You're not necessarily trying to promote that album, but if you thought of a music video for a song in the past,
right.
why not make it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
like, fuck it. But that's because people ain't independent. And that's like, rest in peace to Dolph and shout out to like Gucci. Like independence is like the most important thing.
Mhm.
Now I ain't gonna front and be like, if somebody offer me like a bag and be like, "Yo, we want you to sign with you," guess what? I'm about to ease on down the road and fuck
Right.
with these niggas for a hot minute. But at this particular point, being independent, you can kind of make your own rules. So in reality, you know what I mean? You can
Mhm.
just go ahead and be like, all right, I'm gonna just do whatever the hell I want. And I think that's the reason why like a lot of artists don't go back and make like measure Beyonce went to like her third album, whatever, and was like, you know what? I didn't do a video for this. I'm gonna just go ahead and do a video for it because I love this song. People be
Right.
like, yo, that song old as a motherfucker. People still gonna watch it because it's Beyonce, but people be like, yo, that song old as shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's the game. Like people be like, you need to have, relevant music for the time, blah, blah, blah. But if you listen to Kobayashi, in my opinion, you can listen to that shit in 1999 or in hopefully 3099. You know what I mean? And it
Right.
should be like it should be classic music. And that's what I'm trying to make is classic music. Me and my cousin Hammonds always talk about that shit. Make classic music. Ops.
Right.
Classics. You don't want to make some shit that's like, oh, this is gonna be dope for right now. And then it'd be trash in like 2 years because the whole scene has changed. So, but yeah, man, I really want to get into I really I want to get into the Crumleys. Is that the Crumleys? The Crumbley
Crumbly,
family.
Crumblies,
Yeah, is
the
that their name?
Crumblies. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so, man. I think that's
So
them.
so I'm gonna go ahead and play a video clip. I got a video clip from the
Okay.
DA Michigan talking about this because I ain't understand it. So let's go ahead and play the clip real quick, my G.
All right.
Based on the information and evidence I have received, today I am announcing charges against the shooter's parents, Jennifer and James Crumbley. The charges are as follows. James Crumbley is charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Jennifer Crumbley is also charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. I will now publish the details that led to that decision and have already previously been made public, which allows me to comment on them in a swear-to that has just taken place in the district court by Officer Tim Willis, Detective Tim Willis. The investigation into the school shooting incident at Oxford High School, which occurred on November 30th, 2021, has revealed that James Crumbley purchased a Sig Sauer 9mm model SP 2022 from Acme Shooting Goods in Oxford, Michigan on November 26,
Acme Shooting
2021.
Goods.
A store employee confirms
That's
that
crazy.
Ethan Crumbley
Don't buy down from there. It's gonna blow
was
up.
present with James at the time of the purchase. Per statute, James Crumbley completed ATF Form 309A, 5309A. On or about November 26, 21, Ethan Crumbley's social media posts reveal photos of the semi-automatic handgun, along with the caption, "Just got my new beauty today," including an emoji with hearts. "Sig Sauer 9mm. Any questions I will answer," end quote.
What?
Subsequent to the purchase of that weapon, one of Jennifer Crumbley's social media posts on about 11/27/21 read, quote, "Mom and Sunday testing out his new Christmas present," end quote.
Oh,
On
she
November
bought it for him?
21st,
They bought it
21,
for
a
him.
teacher
Yep.
at the Oxford High School
Yep.
observed Ethan Crumbley searching ammunition on his cell phone during class and reported the same to school
Listen.
officials.
Listen to this.
Jennifer Crumbley was contacted via voicemail by school personnel regarding that son's inappropriate internet search. School personnel indicate they followed that voicemail up with an email but received no response from either parent. Thereafter, Jennifer Crumbley exchanged text messages about the incident with her son on that day, stating, quote, "LOL, I'm not mad at you. You have to learn not to get caught," end quote.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
Yes,
So,
that's what I read. That's the exact same story that I got earlier. So yeah, they bought the gun for the kid as an early Christmas gift, I think. And you know, the kid had been drawing pictures because I guess they already had told him, "We're gonna get you a gun, buddy," right? And so this nigga is so happy that he's drawing himself with guns and you know, just I don't know, just drawing pictures and say, "Hey, I'll do hits for y'all." He wasn't really saying that, but I mean, I'm guessing that's, you know, probably what he's thinking in his crazy ass 15-year-old brain, you know.
right.
But yeah, they bought him the gun. Then you know, the teachers do what they're supposed to do. The administration do what they're supposed to do. They contact the parents like, "Yo, we found this. Your kid's drawing guns. Your kid is just pretty much making us uncomfortable, and we have to let you know. We have to tell you, like, hey, maybe you should go and give him some help." They were like, "No, we're fine. We're cool. We'll talk to him. It'll be over with." You know what I mean? She sends her son a text message. The mother sends her son a text message saying, "LOL, you have to do better and learn how not to get caught." Meaning, if this is what you're going to do, if you're going to draw pictures, if you're going to do all this, just make sure that you know that somebody's not behind you. You know, so everything, so it wasn't like your own punishment. It's not like, oh, you didn't even really fucking handle it. You know what I mean? But that's the way that these people, I guess, parent, you know, and so oh man, I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset. I apologize. I'm a little upset because there's no way in hell that we could have gotten away with any of this. The fact that, and then the picture that they had of the kid was him when he was like, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 years old with his hands crossed and praying to the Lord. And I'm like, bro, you found the most homeliest picture of this kid. But no, he did the most ugly and disgusting thing. I hate when they do this to us, man. I hate when they do this to us. Like we're the criminals. Like all of us are criminals. Like all of us are the problem, and they shouldn't be afraid of each other. They should be more afraid of us than each other. I do not like this, and I do not fucking appreciate it, man. This kid killed 7 people, 7 kids, 13, 14, 15 years old, man. Like these are young kids, young teens, bro. And he shot at them. He killed them. He injured so many other fucking people because his parents wanted to give him a gun. They got him a gun for Christmas, man. Not no hunting shit. Not no shit. No, it was some dumb. Come on, man. That dude had a bigger gun than I got. For what? And then the administration did what they were supposed to do, man. This shit is more than upsetting. This shit is bigger than just a regular school shooting because it's like the parents did it along with him. And everything was done the way that it was supposed to be done. And they didn't do what they were supposed to fucking do. And I'm sick of this, man. They should get life in prison. All 3 of them, life in fucking prison, under the jail cell. Make an example out of them. I'm sick of this shit, bro. This is worse than a regular school shooting, bro. This is worse than that.
I'm really glad that the DA found this evidence, talked to the school, got this information. And this is like some of the worst parents in the fucking world. I don't know if they'll try and make him like a fucking like a actual killer, but it seems like he was in an environment where that shit was just allowed to fly. And like that video goes on, and I only took a snippet of it, but that video goes on where the mom, like the school found also documents where the son was like, yo, I can't stop the voices. All I want to do is shoot everybody or something.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And like they told the mom, like, hey, yo, we need to talk. Like this nigga, take this nigga out of school. The parents came to the school and they was like, yeah, we want you to remove him, you know what I mean, out of the school. And they said, nah, and they left him there. And then he started killing people. And right before he started killing those kids, the mom texted him, don't do it. How the fuck you know what he's supposed to already be doing?
Right.
What's going on? Like, and then these niggas get the DA put the put the charges on them. They did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they pieced out, yo.
They did.
They pieced out, son.
But they had lawyers. They had 2 lawyers, one for her, one for him. Give a statement to the like news of Detroit, whatever, was like, yo, they ain't leave. They gonna turn themselves in, but they ain't escaping. Well, guess what? That was at like 8:00 last night, my time. By 9:00, these niggas got caught because somebody told on them because they was hiding in like the industrial district of Detroit. You can tell people wasn't feeling these niggas. So somebody saw their car and reported them. They got caught within an hour. He's the worst escape artist in the world.
What else I heard is they took out $4,000 too.
Yeah, they did from their account. So first of all, wish I was there to rob them. Second of all,
I wish somebody would ran up on them before they snitched on them, man. You know what I mean?
Puss, what's wrong with you? But the other problem is that I don't know if they're gonna get life. I know the son is right, obviously, right. I don't think they got the death penalty in Michigan. He gonna get life, right? He's a child. He could possibly be reformed. I have no idea, but he gonna get life in prison. But the parents, they also deserve to get life or whatever because they put the weapon in his hand.
Yes.
They obviously was told by the school like he was bugging, and they just was like, fuck it.
Right.
We just gonna go ahead and just let him be him. Like, damn, I understand parents like not want to be helicopter parents, but give me a break. Like, I'm not a parent. Wayne, you are.
Yeah.
I don't even gotta ask this question, but just for shits and giggles. Did they handle anything right in this situation? Did the parents do anything? Besides telling the nigga not to get caught. I mean, my dad told me a bunch of times, like, nigga, don't get caught doing something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? My brother told me a whole bunch of times, when you turn 18, everything is on your ass. But if you kill somebody between the ages of like whatever in your teens, you still going to jail as an adult. He used to always tell me that shit constantly. So did they do anything right? No, right?
No. Excuse me, if I can go back, my mother always used to tell me that if I go to jail, she grew up telling me that if I ever go to jail, she's gonna leave me there because she has other kids that she has to take care of, and she doesn't have money to constantly bail me out or anything like that. And I was like, okay, shit, I've never gone to jail. I don't know if it was because of that or because like, but either way, I've never been. Either way, though,
That's a good deterrent.
yeah.
I ain't gonna. You ass is in there, motherfucker. So you better get Prowley because you gonna get fucked up. That's fucked up. I'm like, all right, mom.
That was all I needed, bro. And you know, Oz too. You know, Oz was a big factor.
Oh God, man, come on, man.
But but going back to the parents, no, they didn't do anything right. I honestly believe there's nothing wrong with getting your child a gun. Like I say, if you're going hunting, it's one thing, but it's also smart to keep that thing locked up. Like they gave it to him like it was a BB gun. You know what I mean? Like it was just like one of those like airsoft pistols or something, you know. And it's like, no, this is real. This is dangerous. And you know they probably did it in the name of trying to be you need protection when you go out there. Maybe the kid from with the story that you had read, it sounds like they plotted together. Like the kid was getting bullied. Maybe they bought him a gun, and they said, you know, this is how it's going to get done. And the mother
You
tried to
get
stop.
bullied by 7 people. That's a lot. Nigga.
No,
You get
he was
bullied by.
you're getting bullied. Just you could be bullied by one person. Those 7 people were just like people who were there.
Cat and fire, man.
Yeah,
He
man.
just aiming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
you can get your child a gun, but you gotta be careful who you give that shit to, right? You gotta really be on them.
Yes.
And I don't think like you should be giving no child a 9mm for fucking nigga. That's a protection weapon. You know what I mean? That's like nah, man. Like that's some shit you keep in the crib, like 38 special, something like that. Maybe like a little 3308 or something. You carry that with you. A 9mm is for house protection, bro, or maybe for the car. Rifles and shit. That's what they should have got them. Like maybe like a little rifle. You know what I mean? Like a hunting rifle to teach you how to train. But I don't believe kids should have guns at that age. That's some I'm 18-year-old type shit. Unless you living in, you know, Wisconsin or Colorado and you hunting deer and elk and shit, you know what I mean? And rabbits, whatever the fuck these motherfucking niggas be doing. But you gonna give a nigga a 9mm and y'all live in Detroit? Like white boy Rick, nigga, like what y'all doing? Like, you know, like nigga in Detroit, nigga. I understand Detroit's bad, but ain't that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad, bro.
Like not for his
not for them.
ass.
Yeah, right.
So,
And you know it wasn't probably no mean streets of Detroit, nigga. They were probably on the safe end, you know.
And they might have been on 8th Mile or 9th Mile, but I ain't never heard Eminem have a gun when he was 15. And this motherfucker crazy as fuck. So I'm just saying, I don't know, bro. I agree with your frustration.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad. This shit continues to happen. But this is the first case I ever seen where it was just like the parents was just like, yeah, you can kill motherfuckers, but you gotta learn how not to get caught. Like, and then they got caught in like an hour. So how the fuck you gonna teach this nigga? Like, that's the reason why he got caught, because y'all know what y'all doing. But anyway, you know, rest in peace to the kids, and like there's still people dying.
Right. I heard an 8th person died, if I'm not mistaken.
Like, it's just some crazy shit. I didn't know parents be doing shit like this, but it makes sense, you know. We got a lot of serial killers in this world. We got a lot of fucked up people in this world. So, you know, if you're a parent, man, your job is so important. Like, you have no clue, bro. Like, you have the best job as a parent, man, to like mold this young person to be like whoever you want them to be. Yeah. But like not no school shooter that we're gonna forget about. You know what I mean? We're gonna remember the victims. We ain't gonna remember this goofy motherfucker. So I don't know. It's just all sad, man.
You know what? Before we leave off this topic, I wanted to say, because I was thinking about this before in other school shootings. Another part about it are the parents. The parents usually are just kind of outcasted for the rest of society because everybody always thinks that it's the parents' fault why the kids shot these schools up. And most of the time, these are some kids who went undiagnosed, or kids who, you know, parents thought that they were just going through a phase. Like they never expected something like this to happen from their children, you know. And that's one thing I really hate in other situations where the parents, you know, they're just kind of shunned from society. But in this situation, I think it makes it a lot easier because, you know, clearly the parents were a part of the issue, but it also makes it a little bit more, you know, frustrating because y'all should know better. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Should know better. Courtney said your mama sounds like a smart lady. LOL. So talking, talking about you. So I guess
Yeah.
that's the message. If you get if you tell your kids I ain't bailing you out, maybe they won't commit crime.
I think
Some
I'm gonna get
motherfuckers
that a
just
try.
some motherfuckers just bad though. They don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. I'm like, fuck you and fuck jail. Like some niggas is bad. Some niggas
But you
don't give
know
a
what
fuck,
though?
nigga.
My mother, I always believe my mother when she said things like that. I don't know if she meant it or not, but I remember one time, I think I was like in the third grade, maybe second or third grade. My mother, they had a parent teacher conference like we do every,
Mhm.
however how many times a year. And my mother had said, like I already told, I think it was Miss Archer or one of my teachers at the time, Miss Phillips or something. And she was like, now I told Miss Phillips that like if you keep acting up or you do wrong or something like that, I'm gonna whip you in front of the class, right?
Damn.
Now, that was enough for me. Like that scared the hell out of me because
Right.
not only is it a whooping, like if it's a whooping at home, I can take it, go to sleep, wake up, and eat something, like no big deal, right? But if it's a whoop in front of the class, bro, like in front of like I got to see
Yeah, they
them for the
gonna
rest of the
they gonna
year,
they gonna be making fun of your ass for life, nigga.
right?
They're like, yo,
But
they gonna they'll walk past you now and be like, hey
uh,
yo, nigga, didn't your mom come fuck you up front of the whole class? You a
and then
30 plus year old man.
I can't act tough. I can't act tough in front of them. Like I try to get into a fight with one of them. Nah, nigga, your mama whip your ass. I'll call your mama on you, nigga. Like,
Yup.
no, I'm ruined for the rest of the year, bro. I have to switch
Yeah.
schools, man.
And
But
niggas
the
is like
older I
that.
got, the more I realized, like, yo, there's no way the teacher would have allowed that. You know what I mean? Like, but it
Depends,
was a
bro.
deterrent, man. It was a deterrent, man.
It depends what school you in because these teachers be allowing everything, man.
They
So
wouldn't.
my
I don't
wife
know.
be
Early.
telling me about all types of crazy shit that these parents be or these teachers be doing, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. Like
Uh-huh.
I heard a teacher dressed up. She dressed up like a Nazi to like explain World War II,
What?
and she got suspended. Yeah, you remember the school that you just heard that they was talking about last month? The school, and I think it was in Nebraska that like the superintendent and everybody was like got fired because they had
No,
the
I didn't hear
kids
that.
in there. They had the boys. I think it was high school. They had the boy football team strip, like acting like strip dancers
Mm-hmm.
in the auditorium during like homecoming or something.
Yeah.
And it was like grinding and shaking their ass on like all the coaches and shit.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like parents, them parents be like, I mean, the teachers be doing some crazy shit. So that's all I'm saying.
God damn,
So
man.
your ass might got beat up, but
Yeah, yo, man, we went to school in the wrong time, man, because we had the teachers who were like by the book. They were all serious. Nothing crazy ever happened. You know
yeah,
what I
now you
mean?
getting
And we
them.
we fucking listened back then, bro. Like I remember,
Most of
like
us, some
listen,
of us
yeah,
didn't,
right,
but
right,
most of
right.
us did.
I listened, dog. That was crazy.
Cause you, I mean, I remember this one dude. He jumped. Where I'm from, they got a school called PS DuPont. It looks like
Mhm.
the White House. This nigga jumped on the roof, and I'm talking about. It's like I don't know, bro. High. It's one of the tallest buildings where I'm from. He climbed on the roof and was running around while the cops were while the cops was chasing him, trying to get him down.
What?
I saw this nigga like 2 weeks later. He was like a little mentally disturbed, but he was in
Okay.
classes with everybody. So he was in the regular class, but he just mentally disturbed a little bit.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, I saw you when I was running around up there." And I was like,
He saw you
yo.
in particular, right?
He's like,
Mhm.
yo, bro, it was a lunch. I swear to God, I'm not lying. We was a lunch line. I was about to put in my code, and he was right in front of me. He turned around. He was like, yo, I saw, like random though. He was like, yo, I saw you, and I waved to you when I was running up on the on the roof a couple weeks ago. And I was just like, at a young age, I was like, okay, I ain't know what to say. Like, oh, okay, you okay? I ain't even think that that's impossible because I'm like 100,000 feet off the ground or some shit. But
Right.
anyway, let's move on to our next topic.
You got one of them
Parents
Rain
ain't
Man
shit.
minds, man.
Yeah, parents ain't shit. The kids ain't shit. The teachers ain't shit. Ain't shit. So let's go ahead and move on to something that's a little lighter, but also got some felony implications, some federal charges. Let's move on to Antonio Brown and his fake COVID test. I'm about to play a video about that.
Okay.
Brown and a couple others were suspended for 3 games. I was like, what the fuck? What happened out here? Okay, so the fake Vax card snitch deal, the chef has made its way to the NFL, and these 3 guys are now suspended 3 games for this. AB, I think Ian Rappaport maybe knew this was coming because yesterday he said, it seems like he's not going to be back for some time.
All right, so Antonio Brown got suspended from the NFL because he had a fake COVID vaccine card. So let me bust this down a little bit, because this story is crazy, but it also is like lets you know how fearful people are of like the vaccine. So vaccine mandates come out in the NFL. They're like, yo, you don't have to get vaccinated to be an NFL player. But you know, the organizations is like certainly Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they just won a Super Bowl. Tom Brady, the quarterback. They're like, everybody getting fucking vaccinated. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't get vaccinated, then you might get dropped. They don't say that, but that's what, you know, they obviously telling you that, right? So AB is afraid of getting vaccinated. So he hits up this chef that was living at his crib that he had hired to be his full-time chef for him and his girlfriend. And he was like, hey, yo, can y'all do me a favor? Like, can you see if you know somebody that got the fake COVID vaccine cards? So the chef was like, let me look around. But AB's girlfriend text this to the chef, right?
Mm-hmm.
So something goes down, like whatever, and the chef is like, nah, I don't know nobody. You know what I mean? So then the chef said he walked into the crib, and AB was like, yo, I got something to show you, bro. This is I got my fake COVID vaccination card. So the chef was like, oh, okay. So for some particular reason, this is Antonio Brown's like MO. He don't pay people for services. So he didn't pay the nigga. He didn't pay the chef. So the chef texted him like, hey, yo, if you don't give me it was only 3 bands. You think that Antonio Brown got money, but you never know. You know what I mean? You think he might be able to sell something to get a loan and something, right? Or shit, he could probably do an NFT and get like enough money to cover this $3,000 bill. But he basically was like, man, fuck you or whatever. Skirted the dude. So the dude was like, yo, if you don't give me my money, I'm going to tell everybody that you got a fake COVID test. So he was like, fuck that. So AB at the same time was going to his lawyer, and he told his lawyer, like, yeah, I got the fake COVID joint. And his lawyer was like, yo, that's a federal offense. So if you get caught with the fake COVID, because there's like 2 federal seals on there or something, it's like a federal offense or whatever. I got the motherfucking card. I don't know. I ain't looked at it since I got it, but I don't know if there's federal seals on it, but whatever. But anyway, there supposedly is. So, you know, he went and really got the COVID vaccine after that. But he lied and he provided the information to his organization. So basically, he got suspended for 3 games for that, and it was like a bunch of other players too. So now the NFL is starting to go through this shit, and then because of this, believe it or not, other organizations started going through COVID vaccine cards that they got as proof of vaccination. And now they're starting to fire people for having fake COVID vaccine cards. So, all right, I explained that whole story. What do you think about this shit, bro?
This is what we was talking about last time about. We talked about this last week when we had the Kobayashi album review. You have to make sure that people in your camp are fed and paid, man. You have to make sure that you take care of them. Otherwise, people will stab you in the back, man. People are cannibals.
Yeah, man.
You know, bro, I'm telling you. So from what I heard, you said it was 3 stacks that he owed the chef. I heard it was 10. I heard that he owed him 10 stacks.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still not. I know AB got some watch out there that's worth at least 20 grand.
Right.
I don't know that nigga's personal. Man, that nigga broke as a joke, but he's renting. He owns a private house in Tampa Bay.
That should be that's probably taking the last little bit of his money, possibly. You know,
I'm tell you right now though, I mean this honestly. Antonio Brown don't seem like he's the smartest tree in the forest.
At all.
Like at all. He seems like he seems like he's so dumb that he doesn't understand like that he has to pay people.
Right.
And he thinks because he's famous, motherfuckers should do shit for him for free and be like, yo, my name is AB. So you can say that I was AB chef, so that should get you money.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, no, nigga, like
I still have
providing you a
rent.
service. Yeah, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Right.
You know what I mean? So go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. I just wanted to add that in.
No, it's okay. That's all right. My thing about it is, I know the guy's an asshole. I know, but they suspended him for like 3 games.
Right.
But they didn't do anything to Aaron Rodgers. Like I hear a lot of now I've heard that there's a difference. Of course, there's always a difference, right?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is famous.
You
He's
know,
more
right?
famous than AB.
That's what it has to be. No.
That's the difference.
And he is Caucasian.
No, he's
And
a
AB
Caucasian.
is
It's very
Caucasian.
different.
What's the difference?
A Caucasian?
Yeah.
What's the difference from a Caucasian and a Caucasian?
Yes.
Caucasians, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Like Caucasians may hang out with black people occasionally.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
That sounds about right.
So either way, he's white and AB is black, and there's some, and of course the whole famous thing as well. I'll give you that. But yeah, he didn't get like any games suspended, right? Like he got COVID. He stayed out and he came right back in like a week or two later. You know, where's the difference? Now, don't get me wrong, AB did a federal offense by having a fake vaccination card.
That's a big problem. That's a problem, bro.
He had a fake vaccination card. You see what I mean? But what's his name? Aaron Rodgers. He lied and was like, "Yo, maybe I am, maybe I ain't." But I
ain't say that.
Not? But the Packers knew that he wasn't, and they didn't give a damn either. Like that was a whole organization that knew that he was not vaccinated, and they still let him go out there.
So y'all got to remember, and this wasn't widely reported, and I understand the reason why people be pissed off because it makes. First of all, that is some bullshit. Aaron Rodgers should have got fined, suspended, because actually the NFL did fine the Green Bay Packers organization, and they fined Aaron Rodgers. I think he got fined $75,000 or some shit, and then they also took like a pick away from the Green Bay Packers or something. So yeah, that happened, but it wasn't made public. If you don't watch football like I do 24/7 and be on YouTube listening to fucking football analysts, you would never know that shit happened. But he said he was immunized, right? Immunized. He was immunized. When they asked him, "Are you vaccinated?" He said, "Yeah, I'm immunized." So
so now we're playing semantics. so now we're playing semantics. Okay.
He never provided a fake COVID card because he even had a chance to even try to get one because he went to Joe Rogan and them to get that, that Japanese treatment to help you out that they get to the cows and shit. So,
yeah, they eating cow penises to make sure they don't get it again.
Aaron Rodgers should have got suspended, bro. And honestly, I think AB did get vaccinated, right? But the fact that he provided that fake ass card, I think AB should have been suspended for the whole year, for the rest of the year.
No.
The reason why. This is the reason why.
Not.
No, this is the reason why.
To set an example on for
no. That's not to set an example. Because of everything else that crazy motherfucker has done.
Right. Now, this is why they could. I thought of that. This is why they should not have done that. That's why they didn't do it. Is because this is kind of like the whole John Gruden thing. Like we saw all these emails about black people. We didn't do anything. But you crossed the line when you said something about the LGBTQ. Yeah. So now we're going to have to fire you. This would have been that same situation. You see what I mean? Like we have all these accusations against you of rape and all this other things, but we're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. We're gonna let you play. We're gonna let you do your thing. Oh, but now you produce this vaccination card. Now we're gonna get rid of you for everything, as if this is more important than this. You see what I mean? They didn't want to get in that boat.
I see where you're coming from, but the NFL is always in that boat because the NFL be like, "Yo, you had charges against you." About from your wife saying that you was domestic violence, but there was no cases, like nothing actually happened of it. She dropped the charges, so they don't give you no time. But then, like 3 months later, there's a video come out that you throw her ass off the bridge or something. So now you suspended. Like nigga, we kind of already knew, like he was doing this. So that's what I'm saying. I understand where they're coming from, each case, each thing, but you got to start to weigh this shit in like the totality of this nigga's career. Rape charges from personal trainer. He beat up the delivery man that was coming to deliver his shit. And the reason why he beat that man up, him and his homies, is because he didn't want to pay the delivery bill for the fucking money because he said, oh, he overcharging me, even though he had an invoice ahead of time that he didn't read because I don't think he could read personally. You know what I mean? I ain't saying it because he's black. I'm saying because he's a moron. So, you know, that. What about the other million cases that he has of just being a total asshole to people in general, or when he beat up motherfuckers in his neighborhood, other rape charges that he has? I'm just saying this guy is like, the only reason why this motherfucker's on the field, obviously, because he can play football, right? And he's one of the best wide receivers ever. It's funny to me how talent outweighs what you do. Like, the more talent you have, the worse you can be as a person. Like, that's like Kanye West to the fullest. Like, Virgil, rest in peace. Virgil died this week, right?
Right.
One of the best designers of all time. Pioneer for African American designers in the world. About 6 weeks ago, Kanye texted Virgil, Jay-Z, and all Drake and all of them, say, I got more money than all you pussy motherfuckers combined. So fuck all y'all. But now you at his motherfucking funeral.
Right.
But you supposed to be the Sunday service nigga. The only reason why we let you get away with saying that slavery was a choice is because you got fucking talent. And that's the shit that pisses me off. That's the reason why Aaron Rodgers did not get suspended, because the Packers are trying to win the fucking Super Bowl. Right. And that nigga got talent. That motherfucker could do this, and that ball will go 100 yards, bro, and be accurate as shit. Fuck yeah. And you be like, the fuck? Yeah. So fuck the vaccine. Fuck him saying the word nigga. Fuck whatever the fuck he wants to do. He can do. He was almost the host of Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers this year came out against his organization being like, yeah, he listed 30 players they let go since he been there and how that was stupid.
Yeah.
He publicly was like, I want more control. And guess what? And he lied about not having the fucking vaccine. And guess what? Because that nigga could do this and that ball go 100,000 yards and motherfucker be catching it like it's nothing. That nigga's able to do whatever he wants to. If Antonio Brown was Lamar Jackson,
yeah,
he probably would have got suspended like maybe a game.
Yeah.
Because Lamar, you know what? I take that back. Maybe Lamar Jackson probably would have got suspended 6 games because they want to make an example because it's a black quarterback and they allow him to be able to go out there. You know what I mean? So
that's what they're doing with AB. I know he's not a QB, but you know.
But I can't defend that fucking goofy because they suspended a whole bunch of other players. And supposedly it wasn't just black guys neither. It's about to be more to come.
Okay.
So it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers because the NFL say 80% of the players were vaccinated. Now that's looking more like with the fake vaccine cards, more like 70%.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what that is number wise. 1,000 motherfuckers lying. And I've had people ask me about the COVID vaccine, the cards. Like I got the Connect. And I'm just like, nigga, I don't know.
That may be the new Connect. Yo, the fake vaccination cards are like the new Fire Sticks, man. You gotta find one. You gotta know somebody who has them, dog.
Nah, it's like a new EBT card.
yeah. New food stamp joint. Hell yeah, man.
Speaking of which, if you have the EBT Connect, hit me up at questions@youfeelmepodcast.com. That's questions@youfeelmepodcast.com. And just send me a message. Also, if you have any questions or topics that you would like for us to talk about, use that same email. But also really for the EBT.
Matter of fact, well, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Go ahead and ask us a question, whatever question you want to ask us, and disguise us the EBT information within the question that you ask, because what he's asking you to do is may be illegal, right? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask you guys to ask us a question, you know, and then we'll talk from there, of course.
For example, how many food items do you think you can get with this EBT number? Blah 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 with this special code. How many food items you think you can get? Something like that.
For,
Be creative. Use your mind.
for example, do you shop at Kroger or Publix?
Right.
Because that shit matters. That shit definitely
Word.
matters.
Certainly
But
in this day and age. All right, bro. So lastly, I didn't have a video clip about this because I really didn't want to talk about this because it really made me mad.
okay,
Um,
you want to talk about something else?
nah, let's talk about it. So let's talk about you go ahead and explain it, bro. Because this is some shit that happens. It's happening weekly now, almost. So go ahead, bro.
So yeah, I wanted to talk about a lady named Alice Sebold. She was a woman who wrote a book called The Lovely Bones. The Lovely Bones was actually turned into a critically acclaimed movie that was directed by Peter Jackson. And it had, I believe it was Mark Wahlberg was the lead character in it.
I did not see this movie. I missed it like hell.
I saw it. I didn't really care for it too much. It was one of those movies where you know how people was like, "Oh, the book was better." You know, this is one of those movies while watching it, and I didn't read the book. I can tell by like, damn, the book is much better than this. You know,
Right.
you can just
Yeah,
tell by
read the
watching it,
book.
right? But yeah, it was all the rage back when it came out, and it had all the hype. But either way, this lady Alice Sebold, she had written a book back in 1999 called Lucky, and it was about how she was raped when she was a student in college, and it turns out that it was a black man who had raped her, I believe, and she went to the police and told them about it, and because she had come in contact with the rapist afterwards, like the dude had come up to her and was like, "Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?" And she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, I know that voice, that's the dude who raped me." And she went to the police, and of course by that time she didn't know the guy's name and she didn't know how to get back in contact with him, so the police just went on their own whim and said, well, this guy by the name of Anthony Broadwater, he was in the area at the time, so they blamed it on him. They took him in, um, and they put him in the lineup. And Alice Sebold chose him out of a lineup, and it wasn't him at all. That was just some random person that they picked up off the street, honestly, who was just in the area. And she said that it was him because of the menacing look that he had in his eyes when he was in the lineup. When she saw him from behind the glass, he had this menacing look, and of course that means, he's raped and he's going to rape again, and he needs to be off the streets.
Like,
And of course,
and I'll give you an example of that look.
yeah.
I
So
can have something in my eye.
that can be fear. You're trying to mask fear. You know what I mean? Something as simple as that. You're in a lineup with other people, and you could be pointed out and go to jail for the rest of your life. So yeah, you're scared out of your mind. But in that moment, she saw those eyes and was like, "Oh yeah, that's him. I remember those eyes from anywhere." And that's absolute bullshit. So that man spent 16 years in jail for that. He got out in I believe he had got out in 1998, because that happened in 82, and he went to jail in 82, and he got out in 1998, and then he had to spend another 25 years on the registered sex offenders list. And it wasn't until last month that he was acquitted of everything, and he was acquitted of all wrongdoing. And she finally came out and said that she apologizes, she's sorry, she's this. But my thing about it is, I understand that something did happen to her, but she picked the wrong person, and she literally made a career out of picking the wrong person for something that happened to her. You know what I mean? Again, I'm sorry that those things happened to her. I'm sorry that she was raped, but you wanted to tell your life story. You got paid off of it, and this man had to scrape and scrounge the rest of his life. He's 61 years old now. His life is done. It's over. It's gone. What are you gonna do to alleviate this? Like, what are you gonna do to help? What can she do? Like, apologies. I mean, the guy's probably a Christian, probably believes in God. And black people and God, we're always like, oh yeah, we'll forgive anything. But this man has no money. Like, you made a whole career off of it. Like Peter Jackson, the dude who made Lord of the Rings, made a whole movie of something that you wrote. You see, and that's another thing. The whole reason that this was found out was because they were making a movie. Some producers were making a movie about the book Lucky, you know, and one of the producers was like, "Hey, something doesn't sound right here. Like something seems a little off." So he brought it to the other producers. They never minded. They was like, "Okay, we don't see anything here." So he left the project and got a private investigator. If it wasn't for this one producer who actually cared about being a decent human being and helping people, this shit would have never come to light.
They need
This
to make a
dude-
movie about that.
About
dude.
that. What word? Facts, bro. This dude got a private investigator, and they said, "No, nothing ain't right." And they took it to the police, and now this dude has his record expunged, but now he has no fucking money. You
Well,
made a life.
that's
off
about
of-
to change. That's about to
Okay.
change.
You
Oh,
got some new info?
he's about to be a millionaire. Well, when the state wrongfully convicts you,
Mhm.
you know, there's going to be restitution. And there's a certain dollar amount that's given to you per year. And then like I think they're also gonna give him a dollar amount per year that he had to be on a registered sex offender list because you know you can't live certain places and shit. And if you do, you gotta like tell everybody. It's real embarrassing.
Right.
You know what I mean? For the people that didn't do anything, I think you got like put out like posters or like do like knock on doors, or I think you just got registered for the website, but you have to do a whole bunch of stuff depending on the community and their rules.
Mhm.
So he been probably living in like the projects, man. Like he been
Yeah.
probably living like in squalor. He probably been like fucked up. So I forgot what he does. They talked about it. What
I
he's been
think he
doing.
was like a janitor, and I think
Yeah.
they said maybe plumbing work or just regular odd job work. But not to say, I'm not discouraging anything about plumbers
Hell
or
no,
janitors, man.
they make
you
guap.
absolutely. It's a
They
noble
make
profession,
guap.
bro.
But he spent years in jail. He ain't gonna make it a top dollar. You know what I mean? Like, but her first comment, the author's first comment was no comment. And then when she started getting fucking roasted on Twitter, then she came out with this fucking shit like, I apologize. I reviewed all the boo whoop de whoop. I would say that they said that, you know, his hair strand was left on the scene. And you know, that's pseudoscience now. They just figured out some bullshit. There was no DNA evidence because this is like, I don't know, they just didn't have any DNA evidence to take it to shit or whatever. So my whole point is that this has been going on since slavery, where a white woman will say that a black man did this, and then you know, he might have been like Mandingo, they might have been a spade or whatever, and then you know they'll kill him or hang him, put him in jail. Jack Johnson, the first heavyweight black boxing champion, undisputed, was knocking motherfuckers out, and he literally said, I enjoy beating up white men and having sex with white women." He said
God
that.
damn.
And motherfuckers thought he was
God
crazy. And motherfuckers try to, you know, he's this big 6'5", 320 boxer that's full of muscle, built like a fucking mountain.
Mm.
And he got locked up for marrying a white woman. He married a white woman back when you wasn't supposed to be doing that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He beating up prison guards and shit. So it's been like this forever. We, as you said, are seen as the criminals. We are seen as the violent individuals. We are the ones that when we walk down the street, even my little ass, people walk the other side. You know what I'm saying? We are seen as the threat to society. We are the reasons why you have to get a gun. We're the reasons why you lock your door at night.
Right.
Because of us. When we move into your neighborhoods, we're the reason why you call the police if our music is a tad bit loud. If we have a party and you're a tad bit disturbed. You know what I mean? We are that reason. We are seen as the ultimate threat to people's peace and harmony in the world. But everything we basically been talking about for the first 30 minutes was about white people shooting motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, this is just a telltale sign of just like, yo, be careful, man. As a black man, I don't give a fuck how old you is, what you done in your life, how accomplished you are. Always be careful. And like, just remember, Get Out was a movie, but it was also telling you something. You know what I mean? So just be mad careful, B, because they're gonna believe them before they'll believe you. That's real
Absolutely.
fucked up. So sad, man. I do want to share something else though, Wayne, before we get out of here, if it's
Yeah,
okay, on more of a lighter side.
no doubt.
So the versus battle happened this week,
Man,
and niggas was fighting.
whoa, what
Niggas was
happened,
fighting.
bro?
I don't know, bro. Busy Bone got mad because Busy Bone or whoever one of them bones, he said that they devil worshippers.
I saw that.
And he
I saw
ride
that.
with Jesus, and he was like, "Man, fuck you, niggas." And I'm
Yeah.
just like, "That don't make no sense." But all right, nigga.
And then Bone, and then you know what? I not always thought, but Bone kind of felt kind of devil worshipy.
No, they mad, nigga. Their first song was "Meet You at the Crossroads."
No, that wasn't that first song, but I mean,
You know, the
come
first
on,
big joint.
they're. But listen though. They're like, all their names is Bone, Bone Thugs, Busy Bone, Crazy Bone, Lazy Bone. Which, like, I mean, that's all that Bone shit. It seems a little devilish, if you will.
It's these
You know what I
little,
mean?
like,
Come on, they have a song
little-
called "Die, Die, Die." Murder, murder, die. That it was always that shit. You know, I'm like, brother, that seems a little, you know.
So when I moved to Cleveland, everybody was like, "Yo, you see Bone Thugs and Harmony?" I was like, "Yo, y'all stupid." First of all, I forgot them niggas even from there.
Mhm.
But I lived in West Cleveland. There's this crazy ass road where it's like this turn, and it's like I'm dead serious, like a highway, and then it's like a complete right turn that you got to make,
Mhm.
and it's like no stopping, bro. So you got to make this turn. It's like Accident Alley. I swear to God, it's no stopping. It's just like a right turn, but you got to keep going. It's the
What?
stupidest shit. As soon as you make that turn, you enter East Cleveland because you are on the that river, whatever the fuck that river is, right? Man, East Cleveland, bro.
Yeah.
If you grew up in East Cleveland, you'll be Bone Wayne or whatever the fuck you Wayne Bones, nigga. Cause that shit is fucked up, nigga. For real, nigga. That shit is crazy, bro.
Damn.
No, bro. No, if you're not living on like in Bay Village, which is like the west side, but like if you're not living on like the Gold Coast or whatever the fuck that shit is, where they got like all the boats and shit, everywhere else in East Cleveland is really, really bad. Like that shit is crazy, like bad. I had to survey a house there at night, and it was I didn't know it was like a trap house, and I was in the basement, and niggas is like, "Hey, yo, man, what you doing back here?" And I'm trying to see if the electric work and shit on some work shit. You know what I mean? Trying to survey how much this apartment's supposed to be for, or whatever. And I had to almost get raced out of the house and all types of shit. East Cleveland is no joke. It's abandoned houses. It's really a poor neighborhood, unfortunately. You know, and it used to be beautiful, but you know, there's not a lot of opportunity out there for a lot of people. A lot of the industry's gone. Yeah. So it's hard out there. So my whole point is that, yo, Bone Thugs and Harmony, they might have been like, meet me at the crossroads, but they will fuck you up. And when he threw that bottle and they were trying to fight 3-6 Mafia, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on, yo?
So Bone threw the bottle first then.
That's what I heard and saw on the YouTube video. He was like, "Yeah, fuck you niggas." I'm like, why is he so turned up? Because he said they was clowning him. He said it was mocking him. He was like, "Y'all ain't gonna be mocking me on this stage." I was like, yo, everybody up here 45 and 50 years old.
You know what, man? That kind of sounds like the Dipset Lots one. You know how Dipset was getting mad.
Though.
they I know they wanted to though, man. I think Dipset really did want to scrap, man. Because they just had a shitty performance. They did not come out prepared. They weren't expecting that. And it kind of sounded like what Bone is going through, man. Maybe 3-6 had it turned up better. Maybe they were more, you know, in sync. I don't know. I have to go back and watch it, but I don't want to watch it because of the fight, man. You know,
for one, it was only like 2 minutes. They stopped the shit, then it went back to, back to the regular. But I'm gonna be real honest with you. Out of every verses that they've had, that one I did not expect a fight to happen.
Right. Yeah.
Like the Locks and Dipset, I know how Dipset get down. And I know how the Locks get down. I didn't even expect a fight from that.
Yeah.
I really expected a fight when Gucci was versus Young Jeezy.
Yeah.
I thought somebody was going to die. And like people was like, yo, we are not. And certainly the way Gucci was talking, yeah, we smoking on that whatchamacallit pack from the homeboy that he had killed. Like, this nigga is crazy. Gucci didn't give a fuck. He was not scared of nothing. I thought they was gonna fight. But Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3-6 Mafia fighting. And that's a weird pair up. That was a weird pair up, bro. Maybe
See,
I'm
that's what.
tripping, but
No, I feel you. I think so. I was okay with the pair up, but I really want people to be like a group within their time. I want like the
right.
time to be the same or kind of sort of the same. I want their like their legacy and impactfulness to be the same in order for them to have a verses together. But I wasn't mad about it because both of them were on top like for a certain period at a certain time. I just
Yeah.
expected more from Bone because I think they're the older, more wise group. And I don't even want to say Bone. Maybe was it Crazy Bone who did it?
I don't know who did it, but I'm gonna put it on Crazy Bone because his first name Crazy.
Right. Yeah.
We'll just put it on that crazy nigga.
I expected more from him or them. I think 3-6 would have respected them. But like you said, they started out bad because I saw that video where he was like, yeah, man, fuck 3-6, they the devil worshippers. And I was like, whoa. Like,
Yeah, like
whoa.
what?
Like, what is that
What?
about?
What? I mean, yeah, but like they always was like that though, because there was always like rock, but like hard, heavy hip hop trap.
Mhm.
That's how they always was. But I don't think they, you know what I mean, like doing like seances and shit.
Right. No.
It was just a gimmick for them to get on.
Yeah, but you know how black people are though. Like
I
if you
know,
ain't
man.
down with Jesus, then if
Yeah,
you got to
he
be
the
down with
devil,
something,
nigga.
it got to be the devil.
Yeah.
You got to be the
Yeah,
devil.
like,
It can't
he
be
the
neither.
devil,
It got to
nigga.
be so. So I think that's what it was. I just really hate that coming from Bone. I think that was extremely rude and disrespectful. And y'all are some vets in the game, man. And that was, I don't know if it
But they
matters
said
coming
it
from
was
me. It was
mocking them,
embarrassing.
like
Man.
they
So
said they
what?
was mocking them.
So what?
So I don't know. It's a versus, man. Like, damn, you can't take you can't take Bone Thugs and Harmony nowhere.
Right.
It's just blowing my mind. Like I ain't gonna even front. Like I was just like Bone Thugs and Harmony. But
Like they had something to prove or
eh,
something.
but they legends. Their
Right.
song is gonna live into eternity.
Hmm.
But I don't know. It just surprised me, man. I was just like, damn, like uh I want to see, and I know this might seem crazy, but I really want to see Anita Baker versus Sade. I would love to see that versus. I know Sade don't be coming outside. So
Why?
like,
Why Anita Baker with Sade?
cause
Because
I
Sade will be dope.
apologize. That her voice, bro, and the hits she got, nigga. She got hits, nigga. Like, and Sade got hits too. So
I
they
feel like
just
Sade's music isn't upbeat enough for Anita. Like I know Anita wasn't no pop star or anything
fuck
like that,
no. Her
but
songs, yeah, but she had some radio
but
joints though.
yeah,
She
she
did
had
have
like
radio joints.
they
You
were
got no
more
front, bro.
banging than Sade. Sade was very light. Is there another
But
light
Sade got
artist
like a lot
that
of
you could
kids
think
out
of?
here though. Sade got a lot of
What you
kids.
mean?
She made children out here. Like
Oh, okay,
Sade, yeah, because
yeah.
listening to Sade music, she done had every chocolate, 5 or 10 black woman out here popping. There's a
Mhm.
lot of kids made because of Sade. I'm trying to tell you. And Anita Baker, everybody be like, I apologize every time they fuck up. You play some Anita Baker because you fucked up. I don't
Yeah,
know. I just feel like that would be dope because seeing Sade on stage, I've never seen it.
yeah, me neither.
And you rarely see Anita Baker on stage. You know what I mean? Because these are older folks, like in terms musically and stuff. So I would just love to see that. But I can't think of nobody else that could compare to Sade. That's still kicking. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's in that era, close to that era.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I would really want somebody in that range though, man. That would be a mellow ass versus. You know what I mean? Like they would barely even have to get up. They would
Yeah.
barely even have to like stand up and perform. That shit would just be ill. They could just like run tracks.
They can
Um,
just, they ain't gotta be like, fuck you, nigga. Everybody know who got the parts in this bitch. Ain't
yeah,
gonna be
man.
like that. You pussy, ain't gonna be like that. It's gonna be like, hey everyone, there's gonna be candles and
Hello, everyone.
incense and all
Yeah,
types of
man.
love. You know what I mean? Like, why everything gotta be all
Get some,
Kobayashi-ish?
get some wine and shit. Yeah, man.
Some wine, some charcuterie. You know what I mean? Have a fucking bold red and sit back and be like, I apologize. You know what I
Word,
mean?
man.
I don't know. That's
Be a good little Thursday night, man.
right. And everything gotta be all turned the fuck up. You know?
Mhm.
Like, because after that, I'm just like, yo, y'all need to do a smooth one, and then y'all can go back doing like a gutter one. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to see like even though, damn man, it's fucked up, but Mobb Deep versus Nori or versus CNN,
CNN.
that would have been
Yeah.
tight, but I mean, you can
don't-
always have somebody standing for Prodigy.
Right. I just don't feel like I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know a lot of CNN songs, so
Yeah, where I'm from, nigga, we fuck with CNN. But
Yeah.
I feel where you're coming from, though. It's not like Mobb Deep,
right.
because they had Shook Ones. Like everybody know that song. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they had their whole like third or second album was just like a classic. So and they have multiple like hits. So I don't know. Also, I wouldn't mind seeing Freddie Gibbs versus DJ Academics.
For what? That
I
must
just
be
want
that,
to see them.
that must go be a roast battle.
Yeah,
That must got to be a roast battle.
I just want to see them niggas joke
Man,
on each other.
I hate that Freddie Gibbs is putting so much energy into that, man. I really
Well,
do,
guess
because he's a
what?
great artist.
He's one of the top spitters of all time, in my opinion. Freddie Gibbs, Gangsta Gibbs. But and I'm learning this more and more being on like the interwebs. A lot of this shit is about memeable moments, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's not about your talent like that as much as it used to be. It's about memeable moments. Like Drake has gotten more popular once he did the video for
The
Cell
back to
Phone.
back. Oh, really? I
You
thought you
remember,
was gonna
and
talk-
it had memes of him dancing all fucked up and shit
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. That whole video was just a meme session, so people could chop it up and like make memes out of it. Like that shit became a moment in time in terms of like on the internet. You dig? That's what Freddie's doing. Like people don't know Freddie besides the spitters and people that love like hip hop.
Mhm.
But there's so many different elements of hip hop. The youngins don't know about Freddie. Now they starting to learn more about him. They're like, oh, this nigga funny. Let me listen to his music. And then you listen to like, Fettuccine, or you listen to Bandana, or you listen to any other fucking album that he's done. And you just like, dude, this nigga can really like spit. Like, yeah, this is real spitting, nigga. This nigga got bars. And he know how to make songs. And he can go up against the top spitters. So I just think it's all in fun, man, because, and let's just be honest, DJ Academics is a lot better on the internet when he got somebody to go against. He's just funnier. He's more of an entertainer. And I'm really glad that he left his shows and all that bullshit he was doing because he was under contract and he was a slave to like, the system like we all are because niggas got jobs. He's able to be free. And I like that. I like when he can just be like, nigga, I'll buy your whole house and your mom's house. Like, I like when he talk like that. Like, because people hate it, but he represents a culture of people that's like that. Not gangster, grew up in the burbs, went to school, educated, but love hip hop and wants to just be in the culture.
Right. That's fine. But why is that entertaining to you? And let me ask you this, because that what you're saying sounds like, you remember when I said pretending to be gangster? Like if you were a rapper and you didn't come up in those streets, if you want to just make a concept album about being in the streets, like why is that such a big deal? Why is it, they're talking about busting your guns if you don't have any, such a big deal? That's just a part of the genre, and you explain it to me. You explain like if you're not from there, you can't speak about it and all that. And I understand this is the same thing. If he's not from there and he's gone to college, but he still loves hip hop, why is he antagonizing people who can fuck him up? Like, and why is that entertaining?
I think he's doing that because in this day and age, bro, everybody's like puss. And it's not because of the way that they react to things. It's because of the fact that if you do anything, you're going to get caught, basically, because of all the cameras and people got cameras with them and people telling more. And it's not like taboo now to go ahead and tell. Like, you can go ahead and tell. Niggas only get mad. Like 6ix9ine is snitching. That nigga's out. And he been out and he still sells records and shows. So nobody gives a, no, it's lawlessness. There's no more code to the street like they used to be, right?
Right.
Boom. So I feel like everyone understands that it's entertainment because he constantly says that he ain't going to do shit physically. He's just going to call the cops. And there's always been people out there where it's just like, yeah, it's about who can talk shit the most. It's not about who can fuck you up or who can smoke you or who can rob you. It's about who talks shit the most and who can be the funniest. And that's what it's, we always do that. You can call it the dozens. We call it, where I'm from, we call it ranking. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it, that's all it is. And it's the thing that makes it beautiful that, for one, it's in hip hop. For two, ain't nobody gonna get hurt because Freddie Gibbs ain't gonna fuck him up. He ain't gonna get no points, period. So everybody just like, yo, chill, Freddie. Just keep it with the jokes. And then lastly, though, and which is the most important thing, is that it's helping both of their careers. Because sometimes hip hop is dry, ain't nothing going on. So what act gonna talk about? And then Gibbs ain't always coming out with an album. And what the nobody gives a fuck what Gibbs think, really. Like, I mean, he's a hip hop artist. He doesn't make hit songs. He's not on radio. So how else is he gonna get public? How else is he gonna get publicity? He gonna just do stupid shit and say stupid shit about this nigga. And I just think it's the most beneficial relationship in hip hop because DJ Academics connects him to the younger fans, and Freddie Gibbs connects DJ Academics to the older fans. Hate him or love him. So it's like Ali when he had that reporter that he used to go against, and they used to, argue and shit like that.
Howard Cosell.
It's the same fucking thing. Everybody needed Howard Cosell to be popular in this world.
I feel you, but that was kind of respectful within that hate. You know what I mean? I think they really loved each other, man.
I mean, do I think Freddie Gibbs will give DJ Academics a titty twister if he saw him? Yes. Because he said it, and I thought that was funny. He's on twist them titties when I see you, boy. I was like, yeah, that's some funny shit. But do I think that do I think Freddie Gibbs gonna call the cops on it? I mean, DJ Academics gonna call the cops? Yes. I think he's gonna call the police.
That is hilarious. He's like,
titties want to see you, boy. I said, whoa, what are you doing, Gibbs? What are you talking about? You gonna twist the tits?
That was funny as hell.
I was like, yo, Freddie Gibbs is funny, man. That's what I'm saying. This shit is entertainment. This shit is classic material, boy. Yeah. And I love when DJ Academics get drunk, go on live stream, drunk on that Henny, and just start talking shit. Certainly, remember when he listened to that Drake album and that nigga fell asleep? He was just
I don't like how people did that because the nigga could have been up all day, man. He could have listened to that album like 7 times
all day. Man. No, it was not because it dropped at 12, and that's when he started live streaming. Okay, when it dropped at 12.
Okay.
That nigga got faded and he fell asleep because that album is 100 songs long. And he was just like, "Fuck this shit."
That's mad funny.
Yo, I appreciate. I'm becoming the king of the 8-track. So that's fearless. The 8-track. I hit you with an 8 and I'm out of here. I can respect 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
It's too much.
Once you start getting into that 28, I don't know how I'm gonna listen to this shit. Right. I'm gonna have to listen to this shit over days. And people's attention span's real small. I'm pretty sure niggas ain't gonna listen to all this. So there's no way that you gonna listen to a 2-hour album.
Right.
This ain't the Beatles, nigga. Niggas ain't flipping tapes. I'm just saying, nigga.
Yo, the Beatles was good about it, man. The Beatles made good, quick 30-minute albums, bro. Like those albums they made were like 30, 40 minutes, bro. Real talk. I'm sorry, I meant to say Pink Floyd. Because Pink Floyd made like 5-hour song, nigga. So where they're playing in the Coliseum, hopped up on the fucking PCP and on the fucking tabs and shit, sitting there playing the drums for 4 hours straight. Yeah.
No break. And all types of crazy ass sounds and shit. I remember my brother Ox, shout out to Ox, man. I don't know if you listening to the live stream right now. And after this, we'll cut it off. But I remember Ox, on my birthday, he took me up to New York. And this was the first time I ever had like some White Widow. And I was hanging out with his homeboy and shit. And we was all in this New York brownstone apartment. There's a vibe, man. And he started playing that Pink Floyd shit, bro, on YouTube. This is like early YouTube. He started playing this shit. He's like, yo, you ever seen this shit? This shit tripped out. This nigga was playing this shit, man. I swear I started seeing the cat like transform and shit and walk all slow and doing all this like double shit and shit. So I'm like, oh, I'm bugging. Like the next couple of days later, I asked my brother Ox about it. He was like, yo, I saw the same shit. I was like, oh, okay. So that Pink Floyd shit and whatever the fuck we smoked will have you fucked up. Yeah. So
that's what I heard from the white people I used to hang around, man. If you get good and high, and it's never on like anything hard like cocaine or no shit, but like if it's marijuana or maybe some maybe acid or something like that. Yeah, I heard like all those Beatles movies like Magical Mystery Tour and Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd, those things start to make sense. Like I've heard people say, "Yeah, man, that's a great movie. It makes sense to me now." I'm like, "Shit, bro." Makes me want to give it a try, but then again, I don't know, man. I'll just take their word for it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't nothing bad. It was just like, oh, okay, so this is what the afterlife is like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tripping out the whole time, man.
Right, like, but it's just like, damn, it's gonna be weird like this for the whole like infinity.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like imagine going through that Doctor Strange shit. Remember when he touched she was like, open your eye, and he went into like that whole. That's what infinity is like. That's what I felt. So it's just like, damn. But forever. Imagine going through that shit forever. Like wormholes, and you seeing your own eyes and splitting into a million pieces. I don't want to go through all that.
Yeah, that got to be boring after like the first couple hours, man.
Yeah, because the first 20 minutes you're gonna be screaming, "Oh my god, oh shit!" And after that you're gonna be like, "Okay, let's go." What's next? When does this bullshit stop?
Can I take a nap now, please?
Yeah,
damn, brother.
Can I close my eyes? Bullshit. All right, bro. So that was the week of 12-3. I mean,
12-3. Yeah, 12-3.
Kobayashi's out right now on YouTube, full album. It'll be linked to this description here. And
real quick, man, show that commercial again. It was hot, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna show that commercial as soon as I can find it. Because,
my bad, I caught you off guard.
Nah, I just don't got the where the fuck is this shit at? Hold up, let me see something. I don't know where it is, bro. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go.
Make 100,000 on the stairs. They ain't gonna do shit like Gotham's mayor. All of these haters and these fake slayers got me flipping out like capoeira. Toxic masculinity and Latino. Massive ego.
Yeah. So listen to Kobayashi right now. Out. Be on streaming services soon. But like I said, I'm gonna link it to this video here. The review video is out right now. You can listen to it on our channel. Reviewing the whole album with, of course, the big homie Wayne.
It's a great episode, by the way, man. Y'all don't miss out on that.
Please like and subscribe so we can kick that algorithm into full effect. We got 1,000 subscribers. We appreciate that. That's how we're able to go live. But we need more we need more support, we need more comments. So go ahead and comment. Our You Feel Me podcast is on all the streaming services for podcasts. So Overcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of that. And you can also find us, of course, on YouTube, because that's where the fuck you listen to us right now. So find us on there. Wayne, am I miss anything, my J? Anything else we want to share?
We said it earlier, but questions at youfeelmepodcast.com. Y'all please send in your questions and we'll read them on air and answer them for you. I'm not sure if you said the Twitter yet, but you feel me pod at twitter.com or at you feel me pod. You can find us there. Like you said, anywhere your free podcast is sold, you can find us, man. YouTube, you can see our lovely faces, man. I think that's it. But most importantly, Kobayashi is out right now. Please go on YouTube and find it. You will have you a good Saturday, man. Good Saturday. You just listen to this. Go ahead and listen to Kobayashi. Then after that, you can go listen to Fire. Or if you want, listen to Kobayashi, take a break, go listen to the Kobayashi album review, then listen to Fire, then listen to the Fire album review, and then watch us for the rest of the day, man. We have plenty of videos for you guys to like and subscribe to. Look, man, we're just doing great out here, man. And there's a lot for you guys to digest, man. So jump into it, man. You Feel Me podcast.
Also, You Feel Me podcast hoodie. Go ahead, show your hoodie, big homie. Yep, we got the You Feel Me podcast shorts podcast hoodie as well. Available at BeFearlessMerch.com. Link that also in the description. BeFearlessMerch.com. So yeah, man, that's it, man. I hope everybody have a good rest of your week. And big homie Wayne, say peace to the people, my G.
Peace, y'all. We love y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Peace, peace, peace.